Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. Previously I have discussed about the elementary idea of genetics. Okay, so if you did not watch it till now, just go to the description box and go to the link. I have already added it and watch it. Then today's topic is about some terminology in the genetics chapter. If you do not understand the terminology, then you can't know about the concept of the genetics. Okay, so let's start. Firstly, I would like to discuss about the homologous chromosome. Homologous chromosome. So basically in the diploid organism there are, suppose this is nucleus. Okay, so I am drawing here one pair of chromosome. Okay, so in the diploid organism there are one pair of chromosome. Those are having same length in the chromosome, and also the centromere position is also similar. And the third characteristics, which is the gene sequence, which is also same in both of the chromosome. Then both are known as homologous chromosome. So the two chromosome, which is one pair, comes from each of the parent. Okay, each pair comes from each of the parent, and this is present in the diploid organism. Okay, so in that case both are having the same length, and also the position of the gene, or particularly we can say the loci of the gene, which is similar in the both chromosomes. And lastly, the position of the centromere, which is also same. Okay, so this is known as homologous chromosome. So let me tell you what is locus or loci. So the next is locus. Basically, when you leave a particular place, this is your locus. Did you understand? No, right? So here is the home of the gene, or the position of the gene, which is locus. Suppose this is a chromosome and here is the gene present. Okay, so this is particularly a gene present, suppose in the P arm or Q arm. Okay, so this is the locus of that particular gene. Suppose gene A is present in this arm, so the locus of the gene is that. Suppose gene B is present in the another arm, so the locus of the gene B is that. Right? Next terminology is allele. What is allele? Firstly, the two alternative forms of a gene is known as allele. Suppose in a chromosome, one gene, suppose it is T, capital T, or T, we can say T. T is present in the chromosome. Okay. In the another homologous chromosome, the T gene is also present, because already I have discussed the position of the gene is similar in the both of the chromosome, right? So here the two alternative form of a gene, that means if a particular plant, the height is the particular gene which is responsible for the height of the plant, then there are two alternative or two opposite form. What is that? One is tall, another one is dwarf. Okay, so here if capital T is present and the another chromosome small t is present, so this is the two alternative forms of a gene. The gene is responsible for the height of the plant, but the two alternative forms are, one is tall, another one is dwarf. Also in that case the capital T is, can be present both of the chromosomes. So here is capital T, also here is capital T, either, or here is capital T, here is small t, or there is capital T, there is small t, or both of the chromosome having small t. We will discuss later in the Mendel's experiment about this about this experiment or about this method. Okay, so basically there are alleles, alternative forms, two alternative forms of a particular gene, because now you will understand the allele is of two types. One is dominant and another one is recessive. Okay, one is dominant and another one is recessive. Okay, so already I have drawn about the dominant and the recessive allele. So it is dominant allele, the capital T. The dominant allele denotes here the capital T, and the small t stands for recessive allele. Suppose this is an example. Okay, so this is dominant and this is recessive. Now I would like to discuss about the phenotype and genotype. So firstly, phenotype. Suppose your friend is telling you have such a glowing skin, or you have such a you have such a smooth hair, okay, or curly hair. So what is that? After observing you, that you have that particular texture of the hair, that is curly. So by looking at you or by observing you, it is denoted as your morphological character or your observable character, right? So the phenotype is the morphological character or the observing character which we can see externally. So we don't need to analyze the gene to understand or to know about the phenotype. We just see you or see other, and then we can tell that she has a curly hair or smooth hair, or she has brown eyes or black eyes. So this is basically the morphological characteristic or the phenotypic or the external characteristics. Okay, this is known as phenotype. Whereas genotype is basically the genetic analysis. We need to know the genetic analysis to explain about genotype, because it can be seen that you and your sister both have the curly hair, but the gene which is responsible for your curly hair and your sister's curly hair is different in their allelic nature. So this is because due to the genetic analysis or due to the genotype. So genotype means the genetic analysis of a particular trait. Here is the trait is your color of hair or your texture of hair. Okay, so this is genotype and this is phenotype. So I have discussed about the 5 terminologies of genetics chapter, and further I will discuss about later on and many more different types of characteristics, different types of differences, and also different terminologies, different concept of this particular chapter. So stay tuned, and also till then take care of yourself and your family, and please support me. If you like my video, subscribe my channel and share with your friends.